Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
And good evening, everyone. Hey, it was a very nice summer-like day around the region today. It was on the muggy side, and our temperatures made it to the mid-80s across most of Rhode Island, the exception being right along the south coast. But even still, Newport made it to 80 degrees today, and Block Island 74. Before that afternoon southerly sea breeze was kicking in, and the wind speed's still not all that strong, but just enough to cool things back right along the south coast during the afternoon hours, and it continues to be like that at the present time. Overall, the winds region-wide are fairly light. But off to our north, we noticed some showers and thunderstorms through the Connecticut River Valley, northern Worcester County, heading up into New Hampshire. All that activity is going off to the northeast. We don't have to worry about that. And over the course of the next few hours, they are going to be diminishing. There's one more cell, though, coming in from eastern New York State, and it's going to go into Litchfield County, Connecticut. Now, as it works its way across the Connecticut River Valley through the evening hours, it's mostly going to be falling apart as well because we're losing the maximum heating from the day with the setting sun, and a lot of the parameters are just falling apart for this to survive. But I can't completely rule out the possibility northeast Connecticut, northwest Rhode Island does see a brief shower. 8, 9 o'clock, that's what I'm talking about. But right now, it's, a fairly pleasant evening out there with hazy sunshine, some clouds around, 81 degrees. Nice, delightful evening in the city. But the dew point's a little bit on the muggy side at 66, and so that's in the uncomfortable range, I should say. And we're still going to be there for tomorrow. It'll settle back a little bit into the low 60s, but the dew points are still in that somewhat sticky area. But as we go into Sunday, these dew points get a little more comfortable, dropping back to the 50s, and that's how things will start early next week as well. So outside right now, if you're stepping out this evening, things are going to be just fine, as our temperatures are mostly in the upper 70s and low 80s across the northern part of the state, but a little cooler if you're down around Kingstown or over to Westerly, where it's 70 degrees there. Off to our west, it gets a little cooler and a little more comfortable as you get into the Midwest, Wisconsin, Michigan. But the heat stays along the mid-Atlantic states. So the division of the drier air mass from the warm and muggy air mass is what's triggering these showers and thunderstorms, but the activity is running along a stationary frontal boundary, and again, they'll just lose their energy as we go through the evening hours and then regenerate during the day tomorrow. That front is still going to be hanging around western New England while another storm system moves up through the offshore waters tomorrow afternoon. And so that means, we're going to be in the showers, maybe a thunderstorm. But finally, tomorrow evening, a cold front crosses. So as we go into Sunday, it's a drier, less humid day. Still a fair amount of clouds, but some sunshine around. And then on Monday, another weather system's working into the area, so more clouds and a threat of showers. But here's the breakdown in the near term. Again, watch through the evening hours. All the activity pretty much heads off to our north and peters out. And there's maybe one little blip around Putnam or Thompson, Connecticut. And that may be just a raindrop or two. That's it. So really for the evening hours, for the rest of the night, it's mainly cloudy. We drop back to the low 60s. Tomorrow, as we get into the afternoon, that's when the showers and perhaps some heavier brief downpours occur with a thunderstorm into the afternoon. But that clears out tomorrow evening. And Sunday's looking pretty good at this point in time with a mixture of sun and clouds, and our temperatures back to the mid-70s. On Monday, still a fair amount of clouds around and a shower threat, and another weather system goes by Monday night and Tuesday. That means, again, showers continuing to threaten for the afternoon Tuesday. Once that's gone, we're back to the 80s to finish the upcoming second half of the work week. That's your